Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. I appreciate that this is a bit short notice, but I'm just going to wait for YouTube to catch up to make sure that it's streaming okay. And then I shall get into my exciting update. I can't wait to share this with you. YouTube seems to be a bit slow. So I apologize if an advert plays, but let me get my screen correct. Let me get this correct. So if you're watching live, then let me know in YouTube. Give me a comment there to let me know that you can hear me okay. So let's just get this sorted out. And then I can start my presentation here and tell you what's going on in the background. Now, first off, is what we're trying to achieve here with Jonny Blockchain is that we want to bring you the best types of trading robots, and we want to bring you those in decentralized environments where you're in control of your funds all the time. You know, you're not giving them up to a third party website. So we're not looking to add more centralized exchanges like Binance, KuCoin, Kraken. We don't want to go down that road. We've been there, we've worn that t-shirt, and it's just a nightmare. It really is. We want to concentrate to go decentralized. We will keep Binance, but we mainly want to go decentralized. And we want to add more blockchains, and we want to add more types of trading robots. So at the moment in Jonny Blockchain, you've got a grid bot and you've got a spot trading bot. Now, the spot trading bot was the second bot that we built. And if we go back to when we started sort of 9 years or so ago, when Jonny Blockchain first launched, we were doing arbitrage. And we found that was through centralized exchanges. We found that to be a nightmare, and it didn't really work how it's perceived to work. You know, it's because when you look at, if you go and search for arbitrage, you'll go, oh, yeah, there's arbitrage, so much money to be made. And, you know, these types of arbitrages just don't exist really, because one, they're around for a split second on two different centralized exchanges, and you have to act really fast. And then there's other robots you're competing with. And then the second thing that we found with arbitrage is that you'll have a token on one exchange, will have the same ticker, you know, so it might be ABC on one exchange, and that represents the A coin. And then on another exchange, it will have the same ticker ABC, but that will represent a coin that's completely different to the one that's on the other exchange, maybe B coin. And so what we found was it was a no-go. So we're not going to be going down the arbitrage route in the sense of arbitrage, but what I'm going to show you a little bit later, I think will blow your socks off. But we're going to go decentralized. We're decentralized and centralized at the moment, but we want to develop more decentralized, because at the moment there is a few robots out there that you can get in the centralized world, where and so we don't need to compete with those, do we? Because we don't want to compete with those. We want to break new ground and do stuff that nobody else is doing. And the decentralized, I feel, is the way to go. Now, let me tell you what we've got right now, so that I want to build up the picture, or build up the what we got now. That's the best thing, rather than me ramble. So if you go to Jonny Blockchain, let me just see if I can share. I always forget how to share on this platform. Share screen, and I think I just do Jonny Blockchain. Yeah, there you go. Right, so share that. So on Jonny Blockchain, when you go into the dashboard and you've set, you know, you've paid for your access to get either the decentralized or the centralized bots, your screen might look something like this. And then you've got this bots up here, you've got the spot robots, and you've got the grid bots. So it doesn't matter what one you choose in. I just wanted to show you this. So if you're clicking on that plus sign to create your first robot, or create a new robot, from the exchange drop down, these are the options you've got. You've got Binance, Dex Pancake, and Dex Pancake V3. So let me come back to the presentation, because I want to explain now what they are. Okay, so let me just stop that. Right. So you got and we're not going to be talking about Binance. This is purely the DEX that I'm talking about. So at the moment, when I can get my pen out, the older here, never worked with children animal on the internet. At the moment, you got that pancake. Okay, pancake, and then you got pancake V3. So what's this pancake? Well, this is V2. Now, what are the difference? What are these V2 and V3? Well, basically, pancake had V1 and V0, you know, version 0, then V1, then V2. They're different types of smart contracts that Pancake Swap hold the liquidity pools on. Okay, so this one would have had loads of smart contracts. So that could be, you know, BTC, Ethereum, Sol, and so on, you know, for tokens, not blockchains. Now, this is the Binance Smart Chain, okay, the Binance Smart Chain, but you can have these tokens, you know, like Bitcoin, which on Bitcoin on the Binance Smart Chain is called BTCB. And then Ethereum, again, it's not on the Ethereum blockchain, it's on the Binance Smart Chain. And then these are all liquidity pools. So there would be dollar value in all of these for these particular tokens. Okay. Now, what Pancake did is they upgraded, if you like, their smart contracts and how the liquidity pools want, and they bought out V3, and they've also got V4 now. And no doubt they're probably working on V5. So they got another set of smart contracts, okay, sitting on these other chains. And all of these contracts are liquidity pools. They're all liquidity pools where liquidity pools, obviously, you understand what that is. If you're buying Bitcoin, for example, with Tether, you will be out of the liquidity pool. You'll be putting in your Tether and you'll be taking out Bitcoin. That's how a liquidity pool works, okay? So you're putting in a token to take out a token. Now, what we've been doing is we've been working either on this one or this one. Now, we found something purely by chance. We found this while we're working on this new update that I'm going to share with you in a moment. But let me show you this little update that we haven't done yet, but we're going to do, but something we found that's mind-blowing just to this scenario. So if I get my screen again, and let me share the screen. Where's it gone? Never worked with children, animals, and the internet. Share the screen. This time, can I do the entire screen? Entire screen. Oh, God. Right, I have to do the tabs because it's not showing me. So hopefully it's this one. Let's just check. Let's share that. And is that yes, right. So if you can see here, if we're looking here, you've got this APX token, right? Now, this AXP token was traded with, it was bought when it was first bought. It was one of my trading robots. It was bought with Tether. So I then had, you know, I gave away my Tether and I got back this APX token. Then what I did was we discovered this new thing that we found. And we thought, let's test it on this token. Let's see if it really works. Now, bearing in mind, I bought this with Tether. And obviously, I wanted to get back Tether. But look what happened here. As you can see, the Tether value of the token was $7.84. So what the new contract did, as you can see, this is on V2, sorry, Pancake V2. Can you see what our robot did? We just tested it with this one transaction. So if I'd have sold this directly into Tether, I would have lost money because I bought this with 10 Tether, you know, $10. And at the time when the robot was going to sell it, it's saying, oh, yeah, you're going to lose money. So the robot wouldn't have sold it. So we introduced this new way of trading just to test this out. And as you can see there, it took this APX and it exchanged it for, if you look here, it exchanged it for Binance BUSD, which is the Binance token. and it got back $10.47. Well, I don't want Binance token. So what it then did was it then took the Binance token and bought Ethereum on the Binance Smart Chain. And then it took that Ethereum and exchanged it back up for Tether, and it gave me $10.48. So what started out to be a loss ended up being a profit because we chose a different route. So let's come back over to here, and I'll stop sharing, because this is amazing, what we discovered, and we're going to introduce this soon, hopefully before Christmas, because we're actually working on something else at the moment, like I'm about to show you. So let's just show you what we discovered. So you've got, what was the name of that token? I forget, but never worked with you. So it was the APX, okay? This was the example that we used, this APX token. Now, what we wanted, this was bought with, like I said, was the USDT, was Tether. So it was bought with that. So basically, the Tether went out of my wallet. So this was my wallet over here, you know, my MetaMask wallet here. So the Tether went out of the wallet, and back into my wallet came this token. So the robot, when it goes to sell that token, when this gets to a profit site, the profit trigger's reached, it would take that out of the wallet and put back the Tether. That's how a normal robot that you've got right now works, okay? Now, what we discovered was something very, very interesting. So if I get this token back up, let's get it back up. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's APX, okay? And as we just discussed, it was bought with USDT. Now, the robot showed on the, you know, when you look at a robot, it will say, if you sell immediately, this is what you're going to get. And the robot showed that if I was to sell it immediately, it would have got $7.84. Well, I originally bought it for $10 or 10 USD Tether. So I would have got back 7.84 Tether, which will obviously would have resulted in a loss. Now, what we did, we only found this by chance because we were working on the code that we're doing for this new robot that I'm about to show you in a moment, or I'm about to tell you about. What we did was we got the pancake V2 and the pancake V3. So what we was able to do was to look at combining these two liquidity pools, because at the moment we can only trade either on this liquidity pool or this liquidity pool. That's the path we can go. We can't do it. Doesn't matter what tokens you go through. You know, you might go with this APX, and then you might go to Ethereum, okay, or some other token, or BNB, doesn't matter, BNB, and you end up with this USDT, okay? But normally that type of route would have shown this, because pancakes show you the route. Say, this is the route we're going to take you, and it might take you direct to the coin that you want to go to, or it might take you through a different path. But normally when it does that, taking you through those paths, it won't give you the profit, because we already know, we've already checked all the routes. But what we found is if we combine these two liquidity pools together, and that could be pancake V4 as well, and V5, whatever, we will write this into the robot code. What we found is if it started out on pancake V3 and we actually switched over to the V3, so it started on V2, we switched over to V3, and at this time we bought BUSD. I think that's how it is, BUSD. And then we went back and we bought Ethereum, which is what we did. And then we took the Ethereum and put it into Tether. We've now created a profit, and that profit was, if I look here, minus the blockchain fees, that profit was $10.48. So it's about 48 cents profit, okay, 48 cents minus the blockchain fees, which would have been about 30 cents. So this would have ended up with about 18 cents profit, to opposed to this, where it would have been 100% loss. It would have definitely lost, you know. I don't know how much that would have been, but it's quite a big amount, isn't it? It's in the dollar value of amount, $2 and 20 cents roughly, somewhere 16 cents round there. You will have lost, but because we did this switching of routes here, or not routes, yeah, we switched the route to carry out a different type of trade where it went across into other liquidity pools that are on a completely different smart contracts. That alone is going to be a game changer for the Jonny Blockchain spot bots and the grid bots moving forward, because it doesn't matter what type of bot that you create, if you can switch between liquidity pools that are on completely different paths, you've opened up something big. Because we could actually maybe even able to, I don't know, we don't know, we haven't tested this fully yet, but we may be able to, because this is not arbitrage as such, but it is kind of like arbitrage, isn't it? Because you're buying this with Tether, you're selling it for BUSD, you're then buying Ethereum, and you're then swapping the Ethereum for Tether. So you could argue that that is arbitrage. But that's not what the robot is doing. It's looking at the roots. Now, because an arbitrage is, you say, well, I've got this token, like a Tether, for example, and if I go and buy APX and then go and buy this and go behind that, and you can plan that out in advance, you could, that's an arbitrage, that's arbitrage. But what we did was, you're saying, I want to trade this token. Okay, so we're not looking for an arbitrage at this point for this token. You're just saying, well, I'm going to set my bot. I mean, it doesn't matter what that token is. I mean, I've got that APX, I think it is APX. It could be any token. And at the point that you buy it, you buy it, and we'll have to work out the blockchain fees and all that. The robot could start to look immediately to see if it could actually sell that within a short period of time and still make a profit. Where the current robot can't do that. It can only look on, it can only trade on this route, or it can trade on this route, depending. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be inside, when you choose Pancake, you won't see Pancake V3, Pancake V3, 4 and 5 as it comes out. You'll just see Pancake. And then our robot in the end will work out the best routes from what smart contracts it will look at, what liquidity pools it will look at. Our robot will work out the best route and tell Pancake what to give us. Where at the moment, we're at the mercy of Pancake, because Pancake gave us this route, which was, putting it back to there, back to the $10, would have lost money. I don't know whether you can see just the power of this that we've discovered literally in the last week or so. And we got to test this out a bit more, and then we'll introduce that. But we got to do a lot of testing with it to see if it wasn't a fluke, if it wasn't just a one-off. But we don't believe it is a one-off. We believe that it can be done because we've actually done 3 transactions with it now, and all 3 transactions would have been a loss, but ended up being a profit. Now that's mind-blowing, I believe. Let me know what you think in the comments there, and I will come to your questions. So let's just show this one here. And this guy says, any chance of a sex bot expanded to no, we won't. We're not going to introduce any more centralized exchanges, because we want to go decentralized. We want to go decentralized, and we want to develop more into decentralization. We're not going to go and do more exchanges because Binance is hard for the USA. I appreciate that, but there's decentralized. Decentralized is definitely the way to go. And the reason why it's hard in the US to use Binance, because of one thing and one thing only: regulations. These exchanges, or these countries, these governments, don't want you to make money, don't want you to be involved in crypto whatsoever. They would rather you stay inside their fiat system. And that's what they're trying to do. So they're regulating these centralized exchanges almost out of existence. Maybe now Trump coming into power, that may change. I don't know. But certainly here, Binance in the UK, if you want to open up a new Binance account, you can't. There's a lot of banks that are stopping you putting, connecting your UK bank account with Binance. I've got a Binance account that I've had for about, 9-10 years, something like that. So I'm okay with it. But I know that there's new people coming into Jonny Blockchain that are in the UK and are in Europe, can't use Binance. People that are in the US can't use Binance in some states. So we don't want to open up, Coinbase and then develop that, and then Coinbase have a problem. And then we do KuCoin and we do Kraken and it's just a never-ending story because of regulation. So we are going to stick to decentralized trading platforms. That's what we want to do. So I just want to clear that up. Right. So if you've got any questions, let me know what you think about that new type of robot that I showed you. Now, I want to show you what we're looking at next. Now, recently, I did I think it was a live video or a video. I can't remember now, but I asked, what would we like to see next for the decentralized trading robots? And we want to add another blockchain. And the two top blockchains that were chosen was Base and Sol. Now, Base was the first one that we're going to be introducing. Okay, this is going to be the first one because Base is basically a fork of Ethereum. Now, with Base smart contracts, with Base, it's a game changer again, and I want to show you why. So let me get the trade up. Let me get rid of that one first. So we get this trade up, and yeah, right. So get rid of that. Come back to this. Share the screen again. Share screen, and we should have this one. Yeah, right. So here's a typical trade from Jonny Blockchain's centralized trading robot. Okay. So this bit up here is just the normal type of trading that is done. We're not interested in that. What we're interested in is this here, the fee. So we're just going to make a note because this is the average fee. So I'm just going to put a note of that. I know you can't see it at the moment, 0.9 cents. Okay. Now I'm going to look at, I'm going to come back to the presentation. Stop sharing because I need to share something else. Now, I've put that 9 cents on the board. Now, what you would have at the moment, is when you do a trade, you have a buy and you have a sell. So that would actually end up being 0.9 cents here for the buy. And then you've got another 0.9 cents for the sell. So that's 0.18 cents, isn't it? Okay. So that's what your trading fee, your blockchain fee would be if you're using Pancake for this particular trade. Obviously, that can vary because different times of the day, the gas fee will be that little bit higher. Now, when you trade, now that's on Pancake. Okay, that's on Pancake. And I won't do that. I'll just do Pancake like that. And that would be Pancake V2 and V3. Okay, that's roughly the fees are always around that sort of mark there. Sometimes I've seen them as high as 30 cents. Now, when you trade on a centralized exchange like Binance, the fee will normally be, so if I do Binance here, the fee would normally be around 0.2 cents. And then, so what you'll have is you'll have 0.4 cents, like that. Okay. So you can see, and the argument would be that that's definitely the way to go. Now, this can sometimes, depending on how much you're trading with, because Binance do the percentage of your trade. Now, as you move up in amounts of money, if you're trading with $20, this is an outright winner over a decentralized exchange. This can be, I think this 2 cents is a little bit low. I think this is somewhere around 4. So that would be about 8 cents. Okay, so you can see that straight away there's 10 cents to be saved there just in blockchain fees or trading fees. Now, the advantage of this one, obviously, the advantage of this one is that you have these tokens in your control. You know, this trade, that's your MetaMask wallet. You own the tether. It's sitting inside your MetaMask wallet or USDC, whichever it is you trade with. You get back the token that you're trading with. So if you're buying Bitcoin, for example, you get back it. It's in your wallet. No regulation can take that away from you. No regulation can take that away, because you'll have the seed phrase or the private keys to that. Now, let's just say that MetaMask was shut down tomorrow. Doesn't matter, because MetaMask, your wallet is sitting on the blockchain. MetaMask is only a way of looking at your tokens on the blockchain. You could just take your private keys and import them to another Web3 wallet, and bang, you cut tokens to there. So the disadvantage with that is you pay a bit more in blockchain fees or trading fees. Binance, advantage, you're paying lower fees because you're not actually exchanging tokens, are you? This is literally really, really changing the tokens. You know, I could put my tether let's say this was Bitcoin. You know, I could put my Bitcoin into a smart contract and offer it as liquidity on Pancake. You could say, well, I got a MetaMask wallet, so that my Bitcoin's no longer in my MetaMask wallet. It's in PancakeSwap's liquidity pool. That liquidity pool is on the blockchain. Doesn't matter if the interface from Pancake disappears. I can still get my tokens out of that because I can go and do a call on the smart contract to get my Bitcoin back. Now, I put my Bitcoin to offer liquidity into PancakeSwap's liquidity pools. You come along and you say, well, I want some Bitcoin. So you go with your MetaMask wallet, forget Jonny Blockchain at the minute, and you go to Pancake and you say, I want to buy some Bitcoin, and I'm going to buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. I've deposited $1,000 worth of Bitcoin into the liquidity pool. You come along, you tell MetaMask to send PancakeSwap your $1,000 of tether, and instantly you get back your Bitcoin. You can't lose your tokens unless your wallet's been compromised and you've gone to some scammy website and they've hacked your wallet, or you've loaded some coin that's a load of rubbish. But if you don't interact with scams websites, or you don't interact with scam tokens, you won't lose your tokens. You've always got them. They'll come into your MetaMask wallet. You've got it all the time. Here you haven't, because what's happening is Binance say, well, we've got 100K worth of Bitcoin, and we've got 100K worth of USDT. Right. Now, what you're doing in this case up here, you're exchanging via the smart contract. You're exchanging on the blockchain. Validators have to be paid. Somebody has to say, yeah, that's a true transaction. Here, you've just got a number on the screen. You log into your Binance account. You say, oh, yeah, I've got $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. You haven't. They've got it. Binance have got it. If Binance decide that they want to shut your account down, you're up a creek without a paddle. If Binance go out of business, you've lost your money. If Binance get regulated and say, you in your country, you can't access it, they can freeze your account until you've filled out some form with the US government or the Italian government or the UK government, and then you'll have to jump through loops to get your money back. Now, the reason this is lower fees, because when you do this exchange, you know, so you send your Bitcoin, you say, I want sell my Bitcoin and I want $1,000 or $999. Obviously, there'll be you won't get exact 1,000. You're not sending it to anybody, are you? Binance are just on the screen saying, okay, let's reduce this down now to 0 over here, and we'll put this and say that Jeremy in his Binance account, he's got this much in tether. And he did have $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Now he's got $1,000 worth of tether. All they've done is just change the numbers on the screen. I haven't got that money. I can't go to the supermarket or go to my bank account and take a picture of my my Binance wallet and say, can I have a loaf of bread? I have to withdraw that out of the system. Withdraw it out of a system that could block me from withdrawing it out. And believe me, I've been there, worn this T-shirt. Got money stuck in KuCoin now. Can't get out. They're making me jump through loops to get it. I was in an exchange called Cryptopia. Went out of business. I lost a load of money, a lot of money in there. What was it? BlockFi. I lost money in there because they went out of business. So that's why those two fees are different. It's because this one, you're really doing an exchange. This one, they're just changing a number on the screen. Now, I know I've rambled a bit there because what I want to show you is I want to come back to this base, this fee up here. So we said that Pancake on the Binance Smart Chain, the fee is 0.09. So if you've got to buy and you've got to sell, you know, you're looking at the fee could be around 0.18 cents. Okay. Now let me show you something else. And remember, with Binance, it could be about 9 cents for the buy and the sell, depending on how much you trade with. And they'll take that off of you in BNB. So let's get my screen up here and then share the screen. So what we've been doing is we're working on this base. Share screen. Is it this one? Hopefully this is the one. Right. So forget the trade, okay? We were just testing out the trade, Tether USD, and we're trading on the base network now, okay? And look at the trading fee. Look at that trading fee. I'm just going to write it on the board. So we've got a trading fee, a blockchain fee of 0.01. Let me say that again, 0.01. Let's come back to the presentation. Stop that sharing. So 0.01. Now, again, you're going to have a buy. You're going to have a sell. So you're looking at your trading fee being 0.02. On Pancake, it's 18 cents. Just by doing the trade on this base. Look at the profit that can be picked up. And if you're doing this on Binance, that fee could be around 8 cents. This blows it out of the water. This is a decentralized robot that blows out these two out of the water. Now, with this, what we're going to be doing, this liquidity pools have got 5 times more liquidity for certain tokens on base than it has on Binance, on Pancake. So we're going to be introducing, we're hoping by the end of this month, okay, by the end of this month, we're bringing in the new trading robot, and that will be base. And that base will be trading on the base blockchain. You'll be able to set up robots. You'll be able to choose Pancake. You'll be able to choose Binance, or you'll be able to choose base. Okay, you'll be able to choose that. That there, I think, is going to take it to another level again. And if we do with this, what we've done with what we've already tested out, where we use across those different versions of blockchains or different versions of liquidity pools, you know, they're sitting, because this one here, they all have their set liquidity pools. And there's only so many tokens, you know, that are in those liquidity pools. So I'll explain again, just to show you, because this, I think, is a real game changer for a trading robot. So what you've got is you've got these liquidity pools, okay? And there could be loads of tokens all sitting on here. They'll all have a dollar value, and they'll all be different tokens. So they'll all have a dollar value, okay? They'll all have a dollar value. Now, you want to trade again, there's another set of liquidity pools. So this is, you know, V2. Like I said earlier, this is V3. Now, with the base network, there's V0, V1, V2, V3, V4, okay, and so on. There's quite a few now that have gone down into this because they built their contracts when they built the blockchain, and then they've done some more that and changed it. All of these have all got their own liquidity pools. You know, I don't have to keep writing them out. But what we're going to be able to do with Base, not only are we giving you, and we're going to be able to do it with Pancake as well, not only are we going to be doing this, going through these different ones to find the best profit with the least amount of trading fees, because you're carrying out this you know, on basis lower trading fees, but we're also looking at, are we able to do a third thing? And we don't know yet, but we think there's potential for it. And that is, you started out on here and you ended up going over onto Base. So let's just say that that pen's not working. Let's just say that you had Tether, USDT, okay? And you bought Bitcoin. And you bought that on Pancake. And you wanted to sell it. And you obviously want to get back the Tether. Now, let's just say if you chose this route here, that you made, I don't know, 10 cents after blockchain fees and everything like that. Now, what happens if a robot could say, well, hold on a minute, we've got this network and we got this network on a completely different blockchain. What happens if we take this Tether, go down onto here and bridge it across, you know, bridge it across, and we buy Ethereum? And then what we do is we take that Ethereum and we exchange that for, I don't know, token X. And then that token X, we put it back into this Pancake number 3, and we change that for BUSD. And then we take that BUSD, put it back over to here, and we end up with 0.20 cents profit to opposed to 10 cents, because we've gone across and bridged across blockchains. This stuff is mind-blowing. It really is. And if you can't see what we've got potentially opening up to us, is mind-blowing. But even if we don't have that ability to do that, because we're not sure we can 100% do it. We believe we can, but we're not sure. But even if we're not, and we're sticking in these routes, we're sticking in here, we're sticking in this one, we can go across these ones. We can see that already. We can do that. And then if we're sticking into this one for Pancake, already we can see that we can go like that through it. And we've done it. We've done it. We've done it here and we've done it there. We want to bring you this robot, this Base robot, this first part of the Base robot, hopefully by the end of this month, November. So hopefully by the end of November, somewhere around the 29th to the 30th. I don't know how many days are in November. I forget now. 31, I believe. So we can bring this to you by the end of this month. 30 days in November, isn't it? I think. Yeah. 30 days of September, April, June, and November. Yeah, 30 days. I always have to sing that song. I don't know why. This is mind-blowing. Can Base be in MetaMask? Yes, it can. I'm going to be making videos to show you how to add Base to your MetaMask. I'm going to be making videos of how you're going to get some tokens into your Base network. So you're either going to go, you're going to put Tether in there. Base use their stable coin, their blockchain coin, I should say, not their stable coin, as an Ethereum. They call it Ethereum, but it's Ethereum on the Base network. But I shall do videos to show you how to bridge all that across. I can't tell you how excited I am to bring this stuff to you. You know, this is, I think, is another game changer for Jonny Blockchain. And we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep bringing. And I will tell you this. You're going to get access to this Base network, you know, because you've got Pancake, Pancake V2, Pancake V3. We're doing away with them names. We're just going to call it Pancake. We're going to put, Base will be on Arbitrum. I think that's how you pronounce it. So it'll be called that. I'll give you all the details as we get near. But it'll be on a completely different exchange to what Pancake is. Different DEX, different decentralized exchange. Then after we've done the Base, we want to move into Sol. After we've done Sol, I want to move into Pulse Chain. After we've done Pulse Chain, we'll move into other chains. We're going to create robots that we believe are going to change the way people trade. And we're going to create those robots for $25 a year. And you'll get all of them. So if you want to do the centralized, you'll be paying $25 a year for as many trading robots as you want. If you're going to decentralized, which I strongly advise people to go to decentralized route, is you're going to pay $25 and you'll get access to the pancake one. You'll get access to the base one. You'll get access to the soul one when we bring it out. You'll get access to the pulse chain one when we bring it out. There won't be any extra 25, 25, 20. It'd be 25 for decentralized and 25 a year for centralized. Software service fee, always the 25% of the profit. So if your bot doesn't open and close a trade, you don't pay nothing once you've paid that access fee. This is mind-blowing stuff, in my opinion. Let me go to the chat and see what we've got here. So let's see, any chance of that? What are some of the resources we can be used to set up a bot on the site? So this one here, he says, what are some of the resources that we can use to set up a bots on the site? My understanding is you have a setup the bot yourself. Sorry, I'm very new. Well, that's okay if you're very new. If I share my screen, let's share my screen, and we'll cover this now. Share screen, and we go to Jonny Blockchain. Share the screen. So I'm on Jonny Blockchain. If you come up to the top when you've signed up for Jonny Blockchain, you've got getting started. So I click on that first. There's a video there. Watch that short video. Then below that video, you'll see the Telegram group and you'll see the YouTube channel. Come and join the Telegram group. You can ask all your questions in there. But you'll also see a blue button here that says step-by-step user guide. And you'll also see it on the top menu up here, user guide. Click on any of those and it will take you to this. Using Jonny Blockchain's DexBot on a PC. Using Jonny Blockchain DexBot on your mobile device. Videos. You just click on these. Any of these, you click on them. Look, if you come back to the top here, please watch this video first. Very important you watch that video. This is important information. Important. When you top up your wallet in Jonny Blockchain, you only need $35. If you're a complete beginner, you start at the top here. If you're going to use Jonny Blockchain, this is the step-by-step guide that will answer your question as a complete beginner on how to get started. And then when you come back to the dashboard and you've watched those videos, because there's a ton of videos on that user guide. Let me just show you. You got at the top here, how to use it on a PC, how to use it on a mobile. If you don't have MetaMask wallet, these videos will show you how to set up MetaMask. How does Jonny Blockchain trading robot work? It's all there. How are the fees worked out? Understanding the software fee. How much is you get paid in commission and so on. Getting set up with Binance trading robots. Videos here to show you what to do. Come down a thing. Bot settings. A lot of these videos need changing now because we've changed some of the bot settings, but all the settings are there. Bot settings 1, bot settings 2, definitely worth watching. Coming down a little bit further, look, ton of videos. How does the bot work? How does the bot enter in the market with a higher or lower price? Not enough trading allowance, trigger profits, compounding tool, Bitcoin saver, delisted tokens, all here. How to set up a grid bot, price outside of the grid bot range. All the videos are here. Earnings calculator, trends, balances, other videos, price movement chart tool, 2-lot strategy, 3-lot strategy. How does a bot work in a bear run? How much money do I need to trade for the trading bot? You know, here, crypto-friendly banks. Where can you get a bank account that actually accept your fiat currency, where you can buy crypto inside the bank account and give you a debit card so you can spend your crypto? It's 2 there. Jonny, useful links. Jonny Blockchain's smart contract audit. Click that, take you over to the audit. Jonny Blockchain's blog. Click that, take you over to the blog. Crypto bubble, Dex screener, trading view, compound tool. Everything you need to use Jonny Blockchain is inside Jonny Blockchain. Excuse me. And I'll come back. Stop sharing. So hopefully that answers your question. Excuse me, just have a swig of water. I would like to have a dark mode theme. Well, let me tell you that we're too busy on working on robots like this to, take the time off and do dark mode. So it's something that we will look at in the future, but we're not going to be doing it anytime soon. I think it will be once we've got a few more blockchains added, and then we'll have a look at the dark mode. It is on our list of things to do, but it's not on our priority list. Okay, so sorry about that for now. Are there any bots? Let's see. Can Base? So this one, can Base can be used on MetaMask, or is it a different wallet? No, it'll be MetaMask, Tony. And as I say, I should be making videos on showing you how to do that. It's very simple to do. You know, you go. It's if I can see here. Look, if I go to let me just go to here. Bear with me. Bum. And then I'll see if it's on here. Yeah, look, I'll share the screen actually. So this will answer Tony's question right now. So share the screen, and we want this one. So if you go over to basescan.org, that'll bring you to here. It just looks like you know, the Binance Smart Chain scanner. And it also, or reader, whichever you want to call it, and it also looks like Ethereum's. And if you scroll right down the bottom, Base blockchain, click on this button here. It says add Base to your MetaMask wallet. You click on that, that opens up your MetaMask. It says switch networks because I've already got it, but you will just approve it and it'll put it into your thing. So I'll put this in the chat. If you go there, I'll copy that. Oh dear, what did I do there? Let's rescan it again. Copy that, and then I'll stop sharing. And I'll put that in there. So you go there, you scroll down the bottom of the screen, and you just click on the button. Obviously, you need to be signed into your MetaMask wallet. Click onto that button, and you'll be able to get Base into your MetaMask wallet. It's as simple as that. I shall then do another video to show you how to get some coins, some stable coins, and some Ethereum inside Base. The Ethereum will be for the blockchain fees, you know, that you're going to be doing, which is not Ethereum's blockchain. Bear in mind, this is Base. So it's very low, the gas fee. And I'll do those videos. I should do those later on this week. Thanks, Jeremy, for the answer to the question. You're welcome. So if you've got any more questions, any chance? Yes, we can hear you. I don't think we've got any questions. If there's anything, I'll hang around for another few seconds, if you like. But I'm hoping you see the power of what we got coming inside Jonny Blockchain. I'm just so excited for this. I just dropped my bottle of water on the floor there. Let me just pick that up. So let me know if you've got any more questions. Doesn't look like we have. Well, if there's no more questions, I'm going to finish this broadcast. Leave me a comment below if you're watching this after, you know, you're watching the recording and you've got some questions. Leave them there. Yes, Base is very easy to add to MetaMask. There you go, Tone. It's added. So if you've got any questions and you're watching the recording, leave them in the comments below. Or, of course, come over to the Telegram group. Ask your questions in there. And one more thing that's, you know, one person's asked me, or two people have asked me, can I set up different categories for Jonny Blockchain's Telegram group? I'm a bit reluctant to do it because I don't want to create more work for the admin because there's more places to go. So I think for right now, you can ask any question you like. You can tell about your results, what strategies you're using, anything you like in the main group. It's not a problem. We don't mind you chatting with one another. What we don't like you to do is to share links or promote any other businesses. So if you've got any questions, leave them below the video if you're watching the recording. Thanks very much for watching, and happy trading. Tutty bye.